Hello and welcome along and welcome back to Scatterbrook Farm. My name is Eddie and today is August the 30th. We are doing some feeding with the, feeding the animals today. Let's pop out and refill this. There we go. And yeah, so we're going to be starting off in our little John Deere here. We've got a little bit of work to do. We need to feed our chickens, we need to feed our horses, and we need to feed the pigs. The pigs have just had a massive delivery of the food. We've got 6 pallets of food that have been delivered for the pigs, so we're going to feed them some of that. We're going to be using mainly this. We're going to hook up for the pigs, we're going to hook up to the other trailer, but this is quite a useful little piece of kit for feeding our horse and our chickens. There we go, and we'll put the excess that we have in with the into our store because we don't want it to go to waste, and we can't bag it back up, so it works better to put it into our store. So to do that, just come to here, and yeah, we do this with most of our food. There we are. Let's pull this open. Like so, and back it up and tip it in. Looking good. Right, that's emptied out. We'll leave that open. And now we're going to grab some oats for our horses. Oh, that didn't. That is. There we go. That is. Right. Well, we've got a little bit of grain left in the bottom of here, but that's all right. We will fill this up with oats now for our horses. Like so. There we go. Nice full trailer of that. We've got some hay on the ground. We've got some loose hay as well. We're going to grab that for the horses in a minute too. We'll get our Fiat tractor out and do that. We'll also use... we'll use that to clean stuff up because we've got a little bit of wheat on the floor here as well. And we've still got lots of hay on the ground. Lots of grass is sort of rotting away. As I said, I think we're going to look at, by the end of the summer, doing a paving over some of our stuff and resurfacing the farm, really. We're in a bit of a need of it. It's the grass is growing really high and really wild all over the place around Scatterbrook Farm. So yeah, we need to sort that. Let's tip that up. I have to get right over. There we go. Looking good. We need to give the horses some water while we're here as well. So let's just do that. And we'll let that run and let that fill up. Around the other side. There we go. And yeah, we've got a little bit of excess of oats here. So we'll put that into our store as well. Grab hold of this. There we go. And close it. There we are. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of this. We got a couple more days. We've got a little bit longer until the rest of our crops become ripe. We've got to do some baling as well, so we're gonna be doing that in the next couple of days. We're still pretty good on the weather at the moment. The weather is going quite nicely. There we go. That's that tipped out, and. So yeah, that means we're all right for a few days for the straw. So we're just sort of letting the straw make sure the straw is fully dry before we bale it up. It was not the driest when we cut, so it helps to leave it out for a little bit and let it dry out a little bit. We've got our old Ransoms trailer on here. I think a long time ago on a farm like this would have been the main carting trailer alongside the combine. Now it's my pig food trailer. But yeah, we're going to take it round here. We're going to hook this. We've got it hooked up. We're going to bring it round to our pigs here, and we're going to go and empty a load of those into it. So There we are. Right. And we'll pop out and we'll refill that. Doing a nice amount. We get a nice amount of pig feed into this. I think this trailer takes at least, I think it takes, yeah, at least one pallet of it. We'll probably take a couple with this. So back it up. And fill this one as well. So yeah, things are going quite well on the farm at the moment. We've got, as you guys know, we've got all of our barley in. So that has gone well. And we are next looking at probably doing our canola, I think. Maybe, I think the corn will be late in the year. A little bit more. They are going to take all of this. The pigs are very much in need of a lot of feed. So they'll take half of this and they'll take... that'll do them for... should do them for a couple of days, this amount of feed. Right. And there we go. So not quite a full pallet taken on that. I might just back it up and make it easy for us to fill this one as well. There we go. Right, so we are now full. We've got over 6,000, so yeah, nearly 6,500 litres of pig food here. That should go in with our pigs quite well. So I'll just back this up. We'll have to take the trailer off and do the second one. And there we go. Up with the trailer. Going quite well there. And then once we got this done, like so, we will disconnect our trailer. Let it come back down first. There we are. And just back this up as well. So yeah, lots of work with the pigs today. Lots of feeding that needs doing. And done. Right. So that is the feeding of the pigs done. We need to go park this trailer back up. And we need to come and clean the pigs out a bit. So we'll do that. Hook that up. I've had to take the brakes off on the trailer. So as you can see, it doesn't actually hook up the cable or the hydraulics. So I've actually disabled the hydraulics on this trailer. We don't really do anything with it other than around the yard, but there's no hydraulic link up for this this ATV, so there's no way that we could get the brakes off anyway. But being the old trailer it is, it doesn't really need a set of brakes. We're pretty good with it without, and as I said, it doesn't really get taken on the road. Let's go and get our little tractor, shall we? Or let's go and get our Fiat tractor. So we'll park this up out of the way in this shed, like so. And we're going to have to bring the pig food into here as well. So we've got that to do. But first, we want to pop round here, jump in our Fiat, our yard tractor, and we've actually got the bale spike on here at the moment, so we're going to have to drop that off near to our bucket, grab our bucket, and start using that. We need to get some straw sorted as well for our pigs. So there's going to be that job to do as well. But yeah, it's all about getting the animals sorted today, really. Nice big bucket. And as we go back around this way, we'll just turn the water tap on for the pigs. Make sure that they have some water, because it's being early autumn, it's quite quite warm, and therefore the pigs are in need of food, of drink as well. A good dose of water. I mean, they need a drink all the year, but they tend to drink it a bit faster this time of year. Right, and then we're in for some hay. This is our leftover hay from the field. It's not actually that much, as you can see, but it's enough that I should get probably a bucket full out of here, and that's useful to us. There we go. All right, not quite a bucket full. But we can feed that to the horses, and that's good. Tempted to, as I said before, tempted to go around the farm and pick up all of this hay that we've got kicking around. But, yeah. Not really a lot of use to us. It's sort of been driven over a lot. We will go and check out the rest of our crops before we end today. Nice to have a good tour around the farm and have a look and see how things are going. Right, this will top up the hay rather nice. Or should top up the hay rather nicely. I think I missed the trough there a bit. Right, let's head around the other side. I think it'd be easier to load it from here. Right, and get it in. Yeah, there we go. That will be an easier angle to get it at. Tip that in. There we go. And that's enough. So the rest of that can come with me. And we'll go and put this back under cover. It's a little bit messy that we're being with feeding the horses at the moment. Oh, that will do nicely. There we go. Just a little bit of hay left, but they should be all right. So let's close the gate. There we are. And we'll go and just tip this back in our shed. The horses don't take much hay. They tend to prefer the oats more, so I'm not too worried. And we only have 2 horses as well. Just that little bit of livery, extra livery income that we get. Okay, so we'll just dump that there, and you can see that's considerably less. And now what we need to do is we need to just head over and get some straw for the pigs as well. So we'll head round, back round and through here. And just sort of, yeah. It's a little bit of a messy video today. We're sort of just trying to get all the animal stuff done, but it's a bit of a job today for whatever reason. Not quite going according to plan. The next thing we need to do is we have our bale shredder over here. I'm going to hook up to that, get that blowing into the pig pen. There we go. And detach the actual shredder itself, so that we can get some bales on the bale spike. As I say, with this Wazi, we probably don't need to get to have a separate bale spike, but that's why we have the bale spike that's also that we can alter to a set of pallet forks. Just makes everything that little bit more adjustable. What we're going to do, as I said before, we are going. I've started getting people to quote for reworking our yard a little bit. We can't do it, unfortunately, until after the sunflower harvest, because what we're going to do is we're going to extend our yard a little bit, because we don't really have anywhere to store bales, or not anywhere easily to store lots of bales. what we're going to do is the bottom end of the farm here, where we've got this sort of this dog leg that exists in this field. We're going to use some of that space to extend the farmyard a little bit towards the river. We're going to pave or we're going to cement over this area, so it's easier to clean and easier to keep our pigs going, because this tends to be our main yard area at the moment around here. This is where we tend to get everything delivered and everything. Oh, I know what I've forgotten to do. Let's take off our front. We need to go and get a weight for the back of this, because as you can see, the whole tractor just wants to wheelie. But we do have a nice big weight. We just need to turn around and get it done. So yeah, it's a little bit of yard reconfiguration that needs doing, really. We at the moment we could do with this area being paved. Now we've got the sheds here and that's all set up. We're going to pave over this bit and sort of extend out that. Alright, let's hook this up. No, we need to get a little bit better positioned. We can't. There's no way I can move either the tractor or the weight. So we need to get closer into the weight. There we go. And then we can hook that up. And then the tractor will do all the heavy lifting. Like so. And yeah, so we're going to pave through there. We're going to pave through here. Pave all this off. And then extend a little bit out into the field so that we can build a proper hay barn that we can store bales and stuff in. Keep stuff out of the wet, which will be useful. May even do a little bit more storage for feed around here as well. Maybe a feed shed or something like that. Just that really helps us out a bit more. Or the other thing is possibly a shed's dedicated to doing our seeds and things like that. So we're looking at options. I've asked a couple of architects to come up with plans and ideas. So we'll see how that goes. But it's all looking pretty good. It's going to cost a little bit of money as well. So until we're through harvest, it's not really viable. Pig's taking a bit of a straw shower. We're looking good otherwise. There we go. So that has our pigs strawed, so they will be happy with that. And that is all good. So now we just need to go and put these pallets of pig food away. But yeah, I've got people looking at it, and I said we're going to lose a little bit of land, but that's not a bad thing for what we're looking to do. Right, drop that off like so, and we've got our they've got bale spike on them at the moment. We should have put the forks on, really. That would have made more sense. Wasn't thinking far enough ahead. So we'll head into the barn here. We'll get these switched over, and once I've done that, we can go and move our new pallets of pig food. So I've switched over the to the pallet forks here. We'll jump back in the tractor. We can hook them back on, and then we can move these pallets round to get them into some storage. Right, make sure our pallet tines are nice and flat. And then we want to come as straight onto this as possible. Right, a little bit up from the ground. And hopefully, yeah, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, if you line yourself up while you can see it, you tend to end up in a position where you can very easily move stuff. Which just makes those kind of jobs easier. And this, yeah, today's vlog is very much animal and yard work. Now, I need to get this into here somewhere. There we go. That will fit rather nicely there. So I suppose this is kind of our storage shed. The problem I've got with this storage shed at the moment is it's a little bit cramped for using this tractor. So it makes it a bit difficult for us at times. It is an old barn, and the possibility is getting something like a skid steer or something like that to use around the yard, which would work quite well. We'd still have this tractor around because we'd need it for field work, for doing bales and things. But yeah, possibly those areas where I need to manoeuvre a lot around the yard, having something like a skid steer or a forklift would be quite useful. But we shall see where we go with that. If we can configure the yard right, then that won't be a problem. And we could always use this shed over here for more storage. You know, there's storage of equipment and things would go quite well in here as well, as it always has. There we are. So I'll stack this on top of this one. And we'd still need this to operate the bale shredder unless we went and bought a skid steer specific bale shredder. Ooh. Don't want to hit that. You can see it's going quite nicely, as long as I pay attention to exactly where I'm driving while I'm trying to talk. We have pretty well got this down pat as far as this, but yeah. So I want to. The only thing that worries me about putting a bale shed down here is the risk of flooding. But mind you, we're fairly low lying as a farm here anyway. And as I said earlier on, we've had the river dredged, or the council's dredged the river, so it's been fine. That's been good. I'm very, very worried about flooding down here, but we're okay. I think if I remember, it was there was a bit of a flooding incident, which was what happened with the previous farm here. They had a flooding incident, and that's partly why the flood went where the farm went bankrupt. It wasn't so bad that it harmed buildings and things. I don't think it came up this far, but it certainly. I think they lost a load of crop off that bottom field. So I want to make sure that whatever we do actually helps us with flood prevention, because otherwise, yeah, it's going to cause us issues. But yeah, we'll see what the winter holds. Right, one last pallet. You can see what a nice little... well, to be perfectly honest, after this year's harvest, we shouldn't need to be buying pig food anymore. I'm hoping this year's harvest means we're going to have enough food in storage for the pigs. I've only bought enough food here to really last us till the end of the harvest, until we've got that food in. So that should all be good. And then we'll use up the rest of the food in the food bags. And then we'll go from there. That is not very stably on the front there. I'm going to come into here carefully. That looks like it's stabilised a bit. Yeah, this is the manoeuvrability problem. went under it rather than into it. Just nudge that along with our forks, and that will all be good. Oh, no, if I can... There we go. Right, that is nicely stored in there. And that has got our animals done for the day. So that's done our animals. We've cleaned up the yard. We're looking pretty good at the moment. I'm very happy with that. We've got some baling to do. So we've got that to go on. Our fields are looking pretty good. I'll give a look at this. So yeah, you can see here from the reading that we're 83% grown on our sunflowers. So they are getting very close to harvest, as are the rest of our fields. Actually, we've got canola. We've got I think we might have some wheat that's about to come ripe. So it's going to be flat out harvest over the next 2-3 weeks, I think. But first, we've got a load of straw to get baled up. So we're going to be doing that in the next couple of days. I'll probably vlog doing that as well. But for now, I'm going to leave this here. All that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from the farm, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.